Welcome back. In this series, we are going to see how we can actually use Bootstrap to create a responsive navigation, like you see here. So this is what we are going to focus on today. This navigation part of our website here. So if I right click here, it's actually responsive. So I can click. You see, these are the menu that we have in there. So we see how we can create something that looks like this, similar to this. So let's get started. So I've actually open my VS Code. Then I've created the index.html. That's for in the last series that we actually had in setting up Bootstrap for responsive design. So but today we are going to focus on creating the navigation menu like I shared earlier. So for us to go further now, so Bootstrap is actually made up of has some built-in components that we can use to create our navigation. So if you go to the Bootstrap documentation here, this is the website here. So if you scroll down under the components, then the component that we actually need is the navbar. The navbar, this particular one here that my cursor is on right now, navbar. Once you click on it, okay, it loads the components. So the one that I actually need, let's start with this one. This one is okay. So we just customize it to what we need. You can click on this button or you highlight it to copy. Okay, you can click or you highlight to copy. So if you take it to your project for project in your VS Code. So I'm using the downloaded Bootstrap library, and you can also choose to use the CDN if you want to. But I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to paste the code that I copied from Bootstrap. So I would format it properly so that it has proper indentation. So if I open it up with my VS Code now, live server. So this is the navigation. Okay. So what we are going to do here is that I want to change the background color. Okay, and also ensure that we have a bit of space on the left margin and the right margin here. Okay, so that the navigation link doesn't actually fill the entire width of our browser. So to achieve that, you see here on line 12 on my page here, you see the container fluid. That's what controls the width of the navigation, that makes it to extend to fill the entire width of our browser here. So but if you want to control that, what you have to do is, instead of container fluid, okay, just change it to container. So that will add the proper alignment on the left and also on the right. So just changing the container fluid to container would fix that. So the next customization we are going to do here is we want to change the background color. Then we change the content of the menu later. So to change the background color, if you open back to my VS Code here now, you see what controls the background color is this BG body texture. This is the one controlling it. But you can also change the background color. If you go to the documentation, yeah, if you scroll down, they have some classes they've defined for that changes the background color of your navigation. So if you scroll down, okay, see, look at this, the one that has the dark background, then this one has a blue background, this one has a light background. So if you want to use the dark background, you use this navbar dark. Then so to achieve that, we change this one to dark BG underscore dark. So BG underscore dark. So if you check it out now, you see it has actually changed the background color, but we are not seeing the text. Okay, the text, because the text is also has a dark color. So to change the color of the text, what we have to do is add another class to it that will change the color, navbar dark. So if we check it out now, see the color of the text has actually changed to white. Okay, so the next thing I also want to do is to change the the brand. Okay, then I also want to move this menu to the right. So let's start with the navbar brand name now. So in that case, this is what controls, this line here is what controls where you see the navbar here. So you can change it to your brand name, or you had your logo. So in this case, I'm just going to change it to, I'll just type a logo brand here. And if you want to use a logo, you can actually use it. So maybe in the next session, I will show us how we can use logo to achieve, instead of just ordinary text here. So once we've edited this, if you check it out, it changes automatically here. Then the next thing I want to do, like I said, I want to move the menu here to the right hand side. So to achieve that, where you have to, if you scroll down here where my cursor is, where I highlighted here now, okay, instead of ME auto, okay, just change it to MS. That's, it's one of the Bootstrap utility classes. The not ME, please, it's MS auto, please change it to MS auto. Okay, so if you check it out, you see it has moved the menu towards to the right hand side here. So the next thing I want to do, I don't actually need this this form here, so I'm going to remove it. So if you should scroll down, this is what is controlling the form here. Okay, so you can either comment it out or you delete it. So in that case, I'm going to comment it out. You see it's all gone now, right? So let me delete it since I don't actually need it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to change the menu to the appropriate text that I want. So we have the link here, so I'm going to change it to let's say about us. Then for this drop down, now if you need the drop down, you can edit it based on your need. So the drop down is actually it works out of the box, so if you just click on it, you can see. So if you need the drop down, you can do that. Then this disable, I don't actually need it, so I'm going to remove it. So this is the part I've removed that. So the next thing I also want to do is that if you look at the demo that I showed us earlier, you see we have two buttons here. Okay, so I'm going to show us how we can do that, because Bootstrap actually comes with some button components that we can actually use. So if you go to the documentation here, so this is for the button now. You see under the components, you see button. You can just click on it. Then you see these are different buttons that you can use. And once you the BTN class, then the BTN primary is what controls the one that has the blue color, and others as also highlighted here. So the one that I'm interested in, I want to use the blue button. So I'll just copy this BTN primary. So I'll go to my project. So now to have that link, so you can just type li, then add this class to it, class nav link. Okay, sorry, nav item rather, not link, nav item. Then the anchor tag, so it's a dummy, so I'm going to give it a class of nav link. Then I'm going to put the contents here. It should be like let's say sign up. Then I also, because it's actually a button, so I'm going to put the BTN, and the color of the BTN is BTN primary. So if you check it out, okay, you can see the color is not actually showing yet, but the text is there. So I'm going to check that. Oh, sorry, I misspelled this. Then I'm going to remove this. Okay, the color is there, but I'm going to remove this nav link here. Okay, you can see the color is actually showing. So any color that you prefer, you can go to the documentation and choose the exact color that you want. It's also customizable. If you actually want to customize it, you can actually customize it to suit your need. So that's just how to create the responsive navigation menu. If I right click here, then inspect it, if I click here, you see the menu I just created right now. So later on, we're going to see how we can actually use the what's it called, the carousel, like you see on this page here, is as well too. So I'm going to show us how we can do that in the next class. Thank you for watching.